Welcome back for the final battle on this 5th match of the WTA tournament from Korea. And yeah, it's tied 2-2, 2 matches for each side, and they're just gonna have a big battle on this match because, well, the amount of stuff that is at stake here, whoever wins this one takes the cake. I mean, you win the tournament, get the crown, get the reputation, get the money, so can't get much serious than this. And I don't know exactly what they're going for, but I have an idea based on the previous 4 games. You guys seen already the previous 4 games? If you didn't, please go take a look, because it's just huge amounts of aggression. They put a lot of pressure on their opponent, always try to make him commit mistakes. They keep harassing, they're able to macro and micro several fronts of attack at the same time. Quite impressive play. So let's see what comes out of this game, though I don't expect anything different, as you might imagine. And good, because I actually like to see players able to control the game at this level. It's just really impressive. So as you saw, you have here on the north side, on this like 2 o'clock position, you have oGsEnsnare. And here on this 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock position, you have the STC. And the STC is already making something different on his opening. Look, his barracks are way off the base. I think he's trying to fool oGsEnsnare to think that he's not building anything, that he might be going for some kind of proxy barracks or some cheese, because look, oGsEnsnare just wandering around thinking, where the hell is the barracks? And let me see if he already spotted it. No, he didn't check anything, he doesn't know it's there. So I'm not sure exactly what the STC wants to take out of here, but oGsEnsnare might react differently, or try to react thinking that there's some kind of proxy barracks around. Not sure if he's gonna find out about it pretty soon. And meanwhile, the STC just went on the base and took a look around. Pretty standard, nothing much, just a normal opening, barracks into the orbital command, and he's probably now gonna keep building his opening. But on this side, let me see if oGsEnsnare already checked that place. No, not yet. He doesn't know that the place is there. Is he pumping anything out of here? Yeah, he is. He's gonna get a Marauder out. So and it's rallied to the SCV. So what I would say is, the second that Marauder comes out and oGsEnsnare knows the direction from where he's coming, yeah, okay, now he knows that there's a barracks there. He just didn't found it, but there's not much for him to worry, I guess. If he probably gonna make a proper reasoning and just know that the barracks are there, or else this Marauder wouldn't be popping out of the ground or falling off a tree. So all good. Meanwhile, what's happening here on the oGsEnsnare side? He went from the barracks, picking up the second gas, not much built for now. And on the STC side, you went for the barracks with the tech lab, already researching the stim pack. This might indicate that he's going to go for a big Marine Marauder ball. It's the best way to take benefit of it. But I see oGsEnsnare sending a small group. There's a small group approaching the STC's base. And it's only 2 Marauders and 1 Marine, I mean, but this early in the game he might try to catch the STC by surprise. If the STC just went into a huge macro build, a ton of SimCity play, you might not have any forces there, but that's not the case, as you might imagine, and at this level of playing, that rarely happens. I mean, you need to have some defenses early in the game in case your opponent just decides to make an early rush with just a small group of units, like this one, for example. Okay, he made a bunker there, but stopped for some reason, just now stalking that SCV, dead. Oh, now he's getting finished, there it is. And the group from the STC is kind of scattered. Okay, now he's gathering, he's gonna try to get these rocks down, probably preparing his future expo. He still has his natural, he has nothing there, but he might be prepared to make some really quick advance, really quick progress on his bases. And there we go, Steam Marauders. Let me get the HP bars up. Look at how quick the Steam Marauders go through those Marauders with no steam in them. And it's over. Even the little SCV was helping out drilling on the back of the Marauder. Just nice stuff. So meanwhile here he has the bunker set. Just nothing in the bunker for now, but well, I guess he will have some units pretty soon. SCV getting into the base once more. Steam Marauders trying to kill some of them. Actually killed one SCV. And now he finally has a Marine inside the place, and he went for a mech build. Look at him. He did made some Marauders, but now it seems like he's transitioning because he already has a siege tank there. On the build, on the production, as you can see, they're both going for Banshees. So Banshees is clearly an harass unit. I mean, most people use them for that. They have other purposes, and they are actually quite good against ground units. But this early on the game, usually you just make like one or a couple of Banshees and start harassing your opponent's base. Try to kill as many SCVs as possible, just to lower the economy, because yeah, economy has a big gap at the moment. Interesting. I was hoping for it to be closer, but this harvester count along with the mules will make the difference. And notice what the STC did. Instead of picking up his natural expo, he went for this one. He took care of the rocks and went straight for this one. Not sure if he's going to be able to pick up his opponent by surprise, but it's a different approach to this match. I mean, it's a lot easier to just go and pick up the expo that doesn't have any rocks in it. Okay, Banshees just passing by each other. This Banshee is gonna approach the expo and gonna notice that he went straight to make the expo here. Destroyed SCV, so that one is on hold now until the next SCV comes. And meanwhile you have another Banshee going straight to the mineral line, already on the SCVs. 1 kill. 2 kills, yeah, SCVs are really good harass units. And meanwhile, oh, that was bad. Ensnare's Banshee just got killed instantly and didn't do anything. This one already has 7 kills, look at this. And our scan to detected some Marines incoming to help shooting it down, but no, it wasn't possible. And now all the SCVs out of the line. Let me look how, yeah, look, the income is completely stopped and he's just having fun there, just killing as many as he can. But now a missile turret got built and it's over. There goes the harass. Another Banshee incoming. The first Banshee from Ensnare didn't do anything, just got pursued by all those Marines on the main base and killed. And again, trading off Banshees, notice there. This one is trying to go to the main base, I think, but that approach on the main gate, on the main entrance on the ramp, might not be a good idea. Okay, getting another one. 2 kills, not bad. Approaching now, yes, teamed Marines, need to be careful. Yeah, getting shot down, needs to get out of there really quick, or yeah, it's gonna be killed. No, escape, nice. A Viking there. This one is already cloaked, probably to avoid the Viking, because from what you can see from the HP tab, already got some shots. And now the missile turret just detecting it, and no more harass on the mineral line, it seems. Yeah, sending his SCVs back to help out. And the Viking already running after the Banshee just to finish off this attack. But still has some energy, so I guess it's gonna take a little bit. Oh, there it is. Spotted and gonna get killed, I would say. Yeah, scan going on, and it's over. What else is getting built here? Starport, yeah, barracks, second barracks, command center getting built, and on this side command center already morphed into orbital command and ready to transition to this place. He's just building some defenses here, getting a bunker just to make sure he has some kind of holding the pressure when he transitions and makes the expo, picks up the expo with his orbital command. This Banshee just hanging here. Finally finishing his command center. Look at how delayed he was from all of that harass of the Banshee. He already had this place building way before Ensnare started his orbital command, and he's still building it and working out of only one base. There's a big gap there, big gap on the income, but look at the difference on the harvester count. I mean, as soon as he transfers, yeah, there it is. As soon as he transfers that thing, he's gonna get a huge boost. Still not transferred, Ensnare still not moved with his expo. Probably just holding, making sure he has ways of defending it, not sure. And once again, Banshee incoming, gonna make a big feast out of this base because it's completely undefended, pulling all the SCVs out, and actually killed 2 SCVs, not bad. Big group of SCVs advancing, not sure exactly where they're going. Okay, they're transferring there. And now a fleet of Vikings, making sure that he has air defense, because, well, defense, the Banshees keep harassing all over the place, and he needs some way of holding that, or else he won't be able to expand. And now here he comes, Natural Expo picked up. This base that was protected by the rocks here already picked up, working out of 3 bases, 2 Expos, while Ensnare only working out of 1. And this should show a big gap, yeah, indeed. Also, the Ensnare didn't have many SCVs, as you guys seen. He has to build up a ton of them, while the STC has a ton of them. Just he had a ton of harvesters already and benefiting from it. So big boost on the income going there. There's a Banshee hidden here. You guys might be keep an eye on it, because I'm pretty sure you're gonna have some kind of surprise later on. The fleet, the Viking fleet, is just hanging here with a Raven in the middle to detect any kind of cloak that might pop up. And talking about cloak, here comes the STC trying, but there's some missile turrets around the place and he won't be able to handle it. And the STC now going for some siege tanks and researching the siege technology. More Banshees incoming on his snare side. Here comes one, entering the Expo, and yeah, instantly detected. There's no chance. Oh, almost got shot. Almost got killed. The Vikings with the Raven are able to just detect over that cloaking field, so kinda useless. This one is also cloaked. Energy going slowly down, but still has plenty, so this Vikings passed by it and didn't notice. And here comes a big unit. 3 siege tanks, followed by some marines and a marauder. He was advancing, but changed his mind for some reason, don't ask me. Marine just hanging here, hiding on the bushes. I think he's getting reinforcements. He's making sure that he has the right unit composition to make a push. And already another command center going down. How quick is he getting his expos? He's going for his 3rd expo as fast as possible. And yeah, there it is. Boom, dead. It was a cloaked Banshee trying to arrest this group. He knows, STC now knows the unit composition for Ensnare's group, and he's gonna try to advance as he's accordingly. Yeah, I think he went for, he decided to go for a drop, I would say, but now he's falling back. They're just indecisive, they're not doing anything in the middle, just hanging there. I think they're trying to just reinforce their groups because they already seen each other and seen the group composition, and they want something else to reinforce it. They're both convinced that if they make the attack, they won't be successful. They're just fearing each other. So meanwhile they're gathering more units. There's already an armory coming down for the STC. We might start seeing some Thors coming out. Would be nice, actually like them. And a sensor tower incoming from there. Ensnare just using these units to kill the rocks. There it is, and picking up his expo. And meanwhile there's a marauder flanking on this side. I think he's gonna try to check if anything is going up on that expo, and well, it was pretty good. Yeah, really nice 6th sense. The spider senses from the STC were just tingling, and he was right about it. You notice how he has this sensor tower here, just checking all this area, and dead. Here comes Steam forces just going in, but there's way too many there, way too many. But now he pulled back, has some marauders here, but look at this line of siege tanks. If he tries to advance on this line, he's gonna have a lot of splash damage going in there. And the Medivacs flew around to check, and now they're completely helpless against that Viking. There's also a Banshee already killing that missile turret there. And now he's pulling a marauder just to make sure he's able to... Yeah, there it is. Here comes team group of marauders with Medvacs, healing them up. Approaching on this side, destroying the SCV on the Xel'Naga watchtower. And meanwhile he placed 2 siege tanks here with visibility from the flying units, just shooting down everything there. While he's making a move, big move on the expo, steamed marauders with Medivacs backing them down, destroying all the units defending this expo. He actually has to lift off his orbital command, so no more income from here. Big push come from the STC on this side. Siege tanks still shooting there, as you can see, and another big push coming here from the right side, going down the ramp, destroying the siege tanks, and now from the left incoming the fleet along with some ground units, and Ensnare GG's out of the game. Big push made by the STC, and he won the tournament, he won the match. GG for the STC. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed this match. See you all later.